From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood to everyday heroes, wigs have become an essential accessory for many, providing not just style but also confidence and comfort. As the taboo behind hairpieces seem to fade, the rise in conversations on mental health and physical health has become an important topic in the United States. Wigs are not just a fashion statement, but also are a lifeline for many people dealing with medical conditions like alopecia. Let's dive into the world of medical wigs and why stars and everyday people are embracing them. Jada Pinkett Smith has been candid about her struggle with alopecia, opening up to fans on Facebook's Red Table Talk series about why she wore turbans for some time and the scary moment she first experienced hair loss.
I've been getting a lot of questions about why I've been wearing this turban. Yeah. Well, I've been having issues with hair loss. And I'm gonna tell you, it was terrifying when it first started. You know, I was in the shower one day and then just handfuls of hair just in my hands. And I was just like, oh my God, am I going bald? Mm-hmm. It was one of those times in my life where I was literally shaking with fear.
That's a really scary experience.
Yeah. That's why I cut my hair.
Yeah.
And why I continue to cut it.
Yeah, just to keep it like...
Right, I just had like another okay, I think we're gonna do another layer of cutting, you know? And my hair has been a big part of me. Taking care of my hair has been a beautiful ritual, you know, and having the choice to have hair or not. Yeah. And then one day to be like, oh my God, I might not have that choice anymore.
After the infamous Oscar slap that involved her husband Will Smith and comedian Chris Rock, she also released an important episode of Red Table Talk diving into the topic of alopecia and mental health. In the emotional episode, she invited a mother whose daughter took her own life at the age of 12 after being bullied for the medical condition.
She was so smart. She was just brilliant.
Yeah.
And she was funny. She was a great big sister. She loved reading and writing and sketching, and she loved being in the band. And with the hair loss, she was so strong. She just rocked it, even when it was still falling out, and she just had these big bald patches. Tried the creams. They made her break out. We tried the injections. She took 5 of them in one day, but neither of them really did anything. And she was just like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, can we just shave my head?
Yeah.
So we did, and she just glowed. And then with school coming up, we got her that super cute wig, and she loved it. She, glowed then. But at school, within a few weeks, she was like, I don't want to wear it anymore. There's no point. She had it ripped off her head.
Yeah.
She'd get smacked upside the head walking down the hallway. And that was within the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It got really bad for her.
What types of things did the kids say to her?
She was called a naked mole rat. She was called a bug-eyed alien. She was called Mr. and Mrs. Clean. One of the last things she had told me, she had a really bad day. She had a hat to wear during the winter. Mm-hmm. Some of her classrooms were really cold. And she walked into one class, and this one kid was just like, Rio, put your hat back on. I can't stand the glare.
According to the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, alopecia areata affects nearly 7 million people in the United States. It can cause hair to fall out in small patches, and in severe cases, it can lead to complete hair loss on the scalp and body. For those dealing with alopecia or hair loss, wigs can be a transformative solution. They provide an immediate way to cover hair loss and can be styled to reflect personal preferences, helping individuals feel more like themselves. Medical wigs are designed to be comfortable and natural looking. They are often made from high quality materials and can be tailored to match the texture, color, and style of the wearer's natural hair. This can be especially true for women going through health journeys with textured hair. Diane Austin, a woman in Boston who was battling breast cancer, decided to create her own line of wigs after struggling to find a wig that fit her style.
Only problem, Diane says she found nothing that will look like hers.
When I walked into like 3 different spaces and didn't see anything that reflected my hair preferences, it just felt like, it made me feel almost invisible. You know, you want to see something that reflects you culturally.
Diane says she contacted hospitals across the country looking for a medical hair loss wig that matched her texture, but she says no one had any. So she had to improvise, wearing scarves to cover her hair loss caused by chemotherapy. Eventually, Diane found a wig from a beauty supply store that she recreated, but she wasn't able to use her health insurance and had to miss out on the privacy a hospital setting provides.
I remember just being so frustrated and angry, and I was like, well, Diane, stop being angry, do something about it. And that's how the business was born.
Like Austin, medical wigs are also used by individuals who may be undergoing chemotherapy and people with other conditions that cause hair loss. They provide a sense of normalcy and dignity during challenging times.
A lot of people don't realize, as you said, we can see it as early as our late teens and early 20s. The most common decade, our 40s, where 40% of women will see hair loss.
That seems like so surprising. Why is it in your 40s that women are experiencing hair loss?
So there's a collision of psychological, hormonal, and environmental reasons. So our hormones, we're in that perimenopausal period. So our estrogen's going down, our male hormones are going up. That leads to hair loss. Our thyroid. So women see more thyroid disease than men. So that plays a role. Stress. We're stressed. We're working. We're taking care of our family, and that cortisol can directly reduce your hair growth.
How much of a? I was going to ask. There are these things, and then there's the stress. So how much does stress weigh in compared to those?
Stress plays a huge role. It does 2 things. A, it can affect our hormones, and B, stress can directly reduce molecules that we need for follicle proliferation.
Organizations like Locks of Love and the UK's Little Princess Trust play a crucial role in providing wigs to those in need. They accept hair donations and create custom wigs for children and those facing medical hair loss, bringing smiles and renewed confidence to countless faces.
Hi, Dad. I'm getting my hair cut for Locks of Love. Hope you like it.
It takes 5 great full heads of hair to create 1 wig.
I'm donating 8 to 12 inches of my hair.
I haven't had short hair since I was in 5th grade when I cut my hair for Locks of Love before.
Every 2 years I grow it and then I chop it and donate it, and this is my 5th time doing it.
I think it's just the best cause. If I had to lose all my hair, that would be really hard for me to go through.
I had a family that has gone through cancer. You understand, as a woman, it's a very difficult thing.
Hair is very, very valuable to a person. So when you lose your hair, it's devastating. So it's good that we can help them get a beautiful, beautiful wig that will make them feel great about themselves.
Hair loss can take a toll on self-esteem and mental health. Wigs offer a way to cope with these changes and help individuals feel more like themselves. For many, wigs are more than just a cover-up. They are a tool for empowerment. They allow individuals to step out with confidence, face the world, and focus on their recovery and well-being. Celebrities like Megan Thee Stallion and Ice Spice have also embraced wigs for their versatility and style, showing that wigs can be both a fashion statement and a powerful tool for self-expression. Whether it's for medical reasons or just for fun, wigs have the power to transform lives. They offer a blend of functionality, style, and confidence that's truly remarkable. What do you think about the impact of wigs? Comment on the video down below, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube at Hair Queen TV. Plus, follow us on Instagram at oyotv.tv and at hairqueen_LA.